Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And once we got into the NFL offseason, a lot of Giants fans were prepared that Saquon Barkley would probably be leaving the team, but they were none too pleased when they found out he would be signing with the rival Philadelphia Eagles. A lot of fans had things to say, things were brought up on sports radio, and Saquon became a hated man by some of the Giants fan base. Drafted second overall in 2018, Barkley had his moments where he looked like quite the superstar, but also had some injury problems, joining an Eagles team that honestly has a much better offensive line than the Giants had last season. Well, the Giants didn't necessarily sign a top-notch running back, but they did bring in Devin Singletary, who's had a solid, if not spectacular, solid but unspectacular career thus far in the NFL. Well, Devin Singletary had some things to say, so this is via Michael David Smith of Pro Football Talk. New Giants running back Devin Singletary. I'm a playmaker like Saquon Barkley. So Singletary thinks he brings the same things the offense that Barkley did. I've been in the league just like him. He's only been in the league a year before me. I feel like I'm a playmaker like him, so I'm just gonna be me, Singletary told the New York Post. It's been going well for me since I've been in the league, so that's what I'm gonna keep doing. So mentions how Singletary has the same jersey number as Barkley. Barkley, of course, has worn 26 with the Giants, as will Singletary. And over the 5 years they've been in the league, Singletary has more rushing yards and a higher yards per carry than Barkley. That's our focus anyway. Win games. We ain't worried about the shadow of Saquon or none of that. It's just find ways to win games. Well, we've already heard Jalen Hyatt come out and say that he believes the Giants will be a playoff team, second year wide receiver. So let's take a look at their head to head numbers via StatHead. So, as Singletary mentioned, he's played one less season than Barkley. So, four more games, though, for Singletary. As I mentioned, Barkley has missed ample time throughout his career. We see 4.6 yards per carry for Singletary in his career compared to 4.3 for Barkley. Barkley has been much more of a threat in the receiving game, although he was quite outstanding as a rookie, catching 91 passes. And since then, the most he's caught in a season is 57. 47 total rushing receiving touchdowns compared to just 24 for Singletary. But Singletary really did a good job last year with the Texans. They started with Dameon Pierce as their running back. Pierce wasn't really equaling what he did in his rookie season for Houston. Singletary came in and really did perform well. But man, if they could get anything comparable to Saquon, it would be excellent for the Giants. Saquon, of course, signed for a lot more money than Singletary. Singletary signed a 3-year, $16.5 million deal this offseason with $9.5 million guaranteed. Compare that to Barkley. 3 years, $37.75 million, $26 million in guarantees. We've heard Nick Sirianni say, when Giants fans try talking trash to him, he basically tells them that, well, we signed your best player, referring to Saquon. But will be interesting to see, how Devin Singletary can perform. I mean, Barkley, I guess you could say, really the first star running back the Giants have had since Tiki Barber. Now we know Tiki Barber retired after the 2006 season. The Giants maybe didn't replace him with a superstar running back the following year, but both Brandon Jacobs and Derek Ward ran awesomely for the Giants the following season, and they won the Super Bowl. So we'll see what can happen. Giants have an improved offensive line, signing guys like John Runyon Jr.? How will Devin Singletary fare as the new lead back for the Giants? Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.